I almost lost my entire colony of Sulawesi cardinals. They are still here. They are still skadoodly. However, we have problems. That's a dead shrimp. That's $20 down the drain. And I have been losing shrimp for the past few days, and I finally figured out why. It was my own complacency that got me. You see, Sulawesi shrimp hate change. They demand the best water conditions possible. That means you start with RO water, reverse osmosis. You give it some special salts that are designed specifically for the shrimp. Then you cycle the tank for about a year, growing nothing but algae and biofilm to feed these shrimp because they don't eat manufactured food. They are stubborn. So, what is a guy to do? Well, the thing I thought was, hey, Bacter AE is a substance that helps promote the growth of biofilm. That is exactly what these shrimps need. Now here's the dealio. It says dosage normally stocked 1 measuring spoon per day. So I did that, 1 measuring spoon. This is actually a bigger tank than specified here. It specifies 120 liters. This is a bigger tank than that. So here's the dealio. Bacter AE is kind of known for causing ammonia spikes. That's a problem because that was killing my shrimp. Now, here's the thing. Your tank should be fully cycled. This tank is cycled, but the bacterial colony on the sponge filters were not dense enough to handle the ammonia that came with using Bacter AE at this dosage. Bacter AE is a very potent powder. So, I ended up losing about 15 to 20 of my Sulaweses before figuring out exactly what the problem was. At first, I thought maybe the density of the population was getting to a point where they needed to be fed more. So I thought, let's try some food. No. Don't do that. That's just going to add more ammonia. So the idea is, if you're going to be keeping Sulawesi shrimp, and you're going to be doing little to no water changes on them, you need plants. You need so many plants. Get all the pothos. Fill it to the brim with pothos. Suck up as much nitrate and ammonia as you can to help aid your biological filtration. So, yeah, lesson learned. Keep the water extra clean. Double check, triple check your ammonia, because, buddy, this ain't it. This is crazy. This happens so quick. My tank was good for years until I started feeding it a little extra, and I didn't have enough plants to take care of that. Well, actually, I had a ton of duckweed, but I removed the duckweed, and this is my garbage tank with all the trash ends up. Anywho, that duckweed was sucking up ammonia and nitrate. So I removed a bunch of filtration capacity by doing that because I wanted to actually see my shrimp. The lights are there so I can see what's going on. Now, these shrimp don't like bright lights. They're actually quite against it, but that's actually where duckweed comes in handy. It helps filter or block out some of the light, and it makes these shrimp a little bit less cautious, so they come out more often. That being said, the myth to them dying from the bright light, I think that really is still just a myth, but I could be wrong. But we'll have to really wait and see once this tank gets better to really know if it's the light doing it or if it's the frickin' ammonia. Holy cow. Don't be lazy like me, okay? I have all these water test kits all over my tanks, and I should be doing testing more routinely. What I'm going to do is get test strips, so when I'm feeling lazy, I do a test strip, dip it in, read the results, and I get like 5 different tests in one instead of having to measure out everything. Yes, these are more accurate, but they're also something that makes you lazy, because the amount of work that goes into testing all these tanks, that's a lot of testing. That's a lot of labor. So I might just get test strips, and then if it indicates something bad, then I do a detailed test, a thorough test with the liquid tests. But I think I found the killer of my shrimp, and it was my freaking own ignorance. Don't be stupid like me. Get plants.